Today I'm going to be doing a full gameplay breakdown on this 51 kill game and dub that we just dropped. The strategy we use, some little tips here and there throughout the game that are, different movement things I do, or just strategic plays, or even kind of the guns I'm using too in certain situations. So we're going to just hop right into it here and pull it up on the screen. This could be a full gameplay breakdown. All right, guys. So we landed in a little late because our jump leader was just going to the bathroom real quick. So we're landing lower crash here. Not a bad spot, but it wasn't a hot zone, so definitely wasn't something that I preferred. In front of us, middle building.
Yep.
We should collapse on that as quick as we can.
Right here, one, two.
Got a gun. Jump in here. We knew we had a team at the middle building, so I wanted to collapse on them as quick as we could,
100,
just so that we could actually break down and get their team, in shambles before anything happened, before they could get too many guns.
One down.
As you can see here, I'm not moving off this heady at all. I am sitting on this wall very, very closely because this is pretty much my only sense of cover unless I move straight up to them. So I'm trying to use what I can. I only have one gun and a pistol, so I'm trying to do what I can and get my teammates to help me out as well. But I'm going to keep playing this. Toss some grenades to try to get him out of that cover. Teammate gets him down, start to move up now.
Crack that, get in the house, crack that, get in the house. 90.
As you can see here, I'm pretty much always working back and forth between cover. Just so that even if I do start getting shot at, I always have something to go to.
That stun hit exactly.
Find us.
One more on the fence right here.
I'm gonna bring this back just a little bit because right there, after I went out, as I started shooting this guy, I noticed I was getting shot from the fence to my right. So I actually crouched down because there was a dirt hill to my right, so I tried to keep that as cover as well. Obviously took this guy out, and then I had to retreat a little bit because I'm already at half health, if actually under half health, so. Fall back here a little bit.
Right here.
Yep, I gotta reload.
Crack, hit one in the face.
Cracked him, 54.
Peek him, Jake, peek him. 29 on the head. 21 flash. You saw I moved off that fence as well. Same thing there. It's just not real physical cover, so if he started shooting me, I would have gotten ripped.
I threw like 3 nades on him.
But there we got the whole squad down, so we just continue moving up.
Weird spot.
Right here, we're just looting up. One of the things I always do is I'm always keeping my eyes up into the sky, especially towards the beginning of the game, for people on their second life coming back. Because if you can get on them quick before they can get looted up, you're at the advantage every day of the week, especially because a lot of times they'll try to land on a building like this by themselves. So you can easily have your team push up and take them out.
Don't engage until we get closer.
Let's watch our left side. Watch our left side. That was the other team. So the comment my teammate made there, King Melik was calling out that we shouldn't engage until we actually get a little closer to them. It's a smart play, and almost always you shouldn't engage unless you think that you can actually take them out, right? And those guys were pretty much already on the cover, and they didn't know where we were at. So we're gonna keep pushing up here, and I'm pretty sure we take them out here as well. But team left, up the street.
Yeah.
There's 2 there. And here, I honestly shouldn't have taken that fight there because I was just standing out in the middle of the street. Not a very smart play. On the hill, too. But after I noticed these guys are here, I'm using the police van as cover. Push up on their left because they're not paying attention to me. He's flashed right in front. Able to take one out and make the call out for my team here. Well, they knew he was there. On me. On me. Melik.
Come on, guys, I need help.
I'm on you. Whiffing a bunch of shots, but luckily that guy wasn't any better than I was. And this is a terrible thing to challenge because he's on a perfect head glitch. So that's kind of why I got a couple shots off, and I just tried to basically hide behind that pillar. Zone was starting to come in, so we wanted to get better positioning here. So moving to golf course is the next best option, just to kind of get in towards the zone, and hopefully we get some more fights and loot up a little bit better as well. So my teammate was looking for that custom loadout mission, and sometimes you just got to keep it up and kind of move around and go different places so that it'll actually come up, and then you can start it. Because prioritizing a loadout, especially as early as you can in the game, is better, because that could give you an advantage on a team that doesn't have loadouts. because they're stuck with using ground loot. Teammate calls out that he thinks there's someone over there, so I'm using the smoke screen thermal to kind of spot him out, but they're just way out in the distance.
Two of them.
I noticed they were getting shot at from the right side there too, so I'm pretty sure, I think if I remember right, I call out that we should go kind of hold them at this area as well.
Pushing towards us, Melik, or no?
Over here, bias. 30. By the gazebo.
They're on that heady. They're on that heady.
That show's
He
right
hit
there.
both of
It
us.
fucking hits my shit. Fucks me up.
This guy opened up with a pretty good grenade launcher, so I fall back a little bit. And now I'm using the KTS at what it's best at, which is that long-range poke.
On that heady.
I already got 70 damage on him, so I'm gonna try to push up here. I think I use my smokes for cover.
Checking.
Actually, here I'm pushing up because they're a little bit intimidated on us. So
His homie's
just
like
playing
really
aggressive
far.
here is gonna win
He's
us
in
the
gazebo
fight.
right now. His homie's far as fuck. Really far.
Cracked in the
Get
gazebo.
on your right. Get on your right. Get on your right.
Close, yeah.
Here my teammate calls out someone to the right, and I didn't even know where he was. Got this guy because he was not paying attention and not hitting shots. He tried to get the drop on me though.
Finish him.
Here, I'm gonna grab my loadout before doing too much more and swap out my secondary for the NVO. That NVO is a really good secondary weapon for that close to mid range.
Guys, we got a guy.
It's definitely not a star at close range. SMGs are a lot better, but
100 plus.
Let's just finish him out. Fighting two squads.
He's 20.
Play on the building to the left.
Got him,
Hit
80.
him for
He's
100.
90. He's 90.
here I pre-fire that right side. I shot him on the left, ripped him up, so I had a good feeling that he was gonna come around that right side. So with the KTS, especially one of the reasons I run the 60 round mag is because I will pre-fire people like that a lot, and they'll walk right into my bullets, and you know, they're you could either get a one shot like that or just, you know, kill them real quick afterwards because they're not prepared.
Coming to Melik.
But
we're
they were
going
gonna
left.
get their party.
So we notice a team up here at the houses over here, and there's not too many great ways to push this, so we're trying to work up the ridge a little bit because this is the only physical cover we have,
They're by the house.
using the actual geographical elements.
Cracked him 90.
Here I had two people in front of me. The only reason I engaged the right one was because he was shooting me first.
It's a full team now pulling up.
And now this other guy is running.
Got one cracked. 55.
Get a couple pings on both of them.
Crossing left.
Continue to work up, but you notice I'm not like just straight running at them, right? Like, because I could straight run at them and probably get aggressive and kill them right away. I tend to play a little bit like semi-aggressive so that I don't overextend and get shot.
One's in like the
Windows
In a bad
or
position.
The hill's cracked. Got him down.
We have a
This should be a
loadout on
free
the
kill.
right. You guys want to get it or you can...
So there, actually, I'm going to pause it here. So there, I actually probably should have, I'm going to replay it. I probably should have kept trying to shoot through the smoke on this guy on the left because I actually had him fleshed. So that means he had no plates and anything to protect himself at that point. So if I would have kept shooting through that and kind of like guessing where he was at, I probably could have actually killed the first guy there that was in the back. But instead I target transferred just because I couldn't see him anymore. So, but that's kind of one of those plays that sometimes in the moment you're like not sure exactly what to do.
I see that.
Guy in the open is
They're
still
close.
there.
We're gonna have to fry these kids.
Unfortunately, my whole team fell off that right away to go for the Lodi, so we didn't really even pick up any of those guys,
Wait,
but
don't get that 160. Oh my god.
and this is exactly why the KTS is awesome right here. I just put a ton of rounds down range and just absolutely shredded that guy. All my team had to do is basically put one shot on him at that point. And I could just keep shooting.
They did? There's a redeploy here, get it.
I got it.
Picked up my secondary here. I do run the KTS primary and SCW secondary.
Just can't get a kill to save my fucking life.
The SCW is definitely not real good at mid-range. That's kind of where you fall off because the KTS is also not very good at mid-range. So this setup that I'm running is definitely not a mid-range friendly setup. But if you are landing headshots with the KTS, you can still do some pretty good work.
In the house, in the house. Oh, I was crying.
Here, I'm getting ripped up, and there's like 4 guys in front of me. So I kind of have to take the damage I got and make a call out to my teammates, and hopefully that they can help me out.
I got defense.
If you look at the top right, my teammates did get one of them, but he got down as well. So I'm starting to push up. Had to immediately fall back because one of their teammates was on the right, get a reload.
115 on the right.
Knock this guy out real quick, and now I'm focused on that guy on the right that was shooting me before.
Well,
Got him?
let's see.
So I know there the takedown didn't actually help me, but sometimes if I already know my team is pushing up and I'm not getting shot at, a lot of times I'll try to go for a takedown like that because it can easily help secure the last final kill for your team, and they can actually like get up there and pre-fire them or whatever because the takedown will reveal them through walls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Run outside of zone. We should just take hill.
Where do you want to go, left or keep
Yeah,
going
we
right?
should take the hill on our left.
So I'm making a call out to my team. They're trying to push a team to the right, but we're still on the far edge of the zone. This is something I see far too often. I'm just gonna turn the volume down for a second. I'll keep playing it. But that's something that's something I see far too often. And to be honest, a lot of times certain teams, especially like less experienced ones that are just kill hungry, they're not necessarily playing for the win. They're playing for themselves, right? And I told them, I'm like, we should just start rotating. King Melik, unfortunately, he's a good player. I play with him a lot. He tends to play a little more aggressive than I do, so he does start to push this a little bit. But I'm pretty sure I even call him off of this push eventually, or trying to hold this team, because there's not much point, really, at the end of the day. So I think we get this guy. Yeah, knock one out. At this point, we're both doing pretty good. I already have 9 assists. 5 kills isn't too crazy at this point, but 9 assists already. That's the KTS. That's what it's good at. You get a lot of assists. You can definitely help your team out heavy. So and here's what I'm saying about that mid-range. I was hitting that guy a lot, and it took quite a while to get him down. Luckily, my teammate got him back up. See, but like here, I already know that we got to get in the zone because these guys are ahead of us, and there's probably more teams. This ground zero spot, especially if you're on the backside of a zone, can be super deadly.
Oh, he's hit again.
Now I'm being shot from across.
Yeah. We gotta
As soon as I notice I'm starting to get shot, my biggest goal is to get out of there right away. I think I go down here, actually. I'm not 100% certain. But I knew, and I was even calling it there, that we were going to get held by those guys. And luckily, we're pretty far. Even the SVD and stuff, they're struggling to kill us. But have another team randomly come out of the woodworks. Luckily, we take them out too.
70 on this kid. Oh, good shit, homie.
Lives here.
In the back, though, and I'm 1-8.
Something there. You notice I call out the fibs. As you guys keep watching and you guys watch my content, you guys are going to notice I call out fibs a lot, right? Too many people are not prioritizing getting defibs. And the reason they should is because even early game, right? I play as support mostly. So when I open up a class crate, those orange crates, the class armory crates, that'll actually sometimes, I think it's like a 50-50 chance it'll either spawn defibs or those grenade intercept things, right? And I'm always calling these out because especially early game, like when players, you know, they don't have their class abilities yet, like the fast revive for support, and they're getting in gunfights where they probably don't have a lot of ammo or they have really bad guns. If you go down and then the other team has to reload because they got these 20-round mags instead of their customs, you can go in there with fibs and you can literally get 2 revives, and now all of a sudden it's back to an even fight or even putting you at the advantage. And you can do that in a heartbeat. Whereas, you know, if you try to sit there and revive, you have to have a good 5 or 6 seconds to revive them.
Oh, the fires might kill me. Holy shit.
Get across.
So now, as you can see, we're definitely not an ideal situation for positioning. I try to call that out. Sometimes you know how it goes with teammates, though. It can be a hard time to convince people.
We just need to get across.
So I'm tossing that bag down. If you didn't know, the fire does kill a little bit harder now in Season 4. So I toss that bag down for my teammates because as they run through it, it'll actually trigger their health regeneration. Whereas the fire will kind of keep them from restoring their health. That's one more thing. That's like knowing how your class works and how the abilities work is really vital, because in situations like that, you know, 40 less health could mean, you know, life or death. And here my teammate told me not to engage. I definitely shouldn't have engaged that right away. But I saw 3 of them out in the open, so I did get a little greedy there. Luckily, I got a lot of shots on, and I was able to take them out pretty well. My teammate's calling out that he doesn't have DMR ammo. Since I don't use it, I almost always have it, and I'll drop it right away. And then that was a bad challenge on my fault. I knew I was getting ripped up. And there you go. There's the fibs. Just like I said, he tossed down a smoke on me, got the fib off, and now I was able to plate up here and get a different advantage point.
Got him. I heard him. He's a clown.
Teammates wiped him out, though. All good. So we're still on this backside of this zone, so it's been rough this whole game, but we're managing to plow through it. This doesn't usually work this well, though, I'll be honest with you.
Bottom left, we got a team coming up.
So and same here. These guys were coming up. I didn't even really want to, you know, hold these guys because we're still in the backside of the zone too. But since they were out in the open, pretty much with no cover, I was like, you know, I'm going to try to take some shots and see what I can do. Pretty funny play, actually, coming up here. I tried to take some shots, and that guy is a little too far.
Going down up close.
One of them was trying to lay down and rat on me. Got him as well. SCW is great for that. That guy, I don't know what he was thinking. He just tried to lay down and get cover, but I had perfect vision on him. And here's this funny play coming up right here. That guy pops out of the bushes. And honestly, I should have shot back, but I already knew I was like half health, and my whole team was with me. So I just put the jukes on him. I started running around the rock. That was a pretty funny time, but, you know, I got him. We got him taken care of. I didn't help, but, you know, at least I distracted him.
We should jump up here, ladder, and then get across.
So as you can see here, I'm already calling out a ladder so that we can get position and then jump over to the actual zone. And I was kind of fighting my team this whole game on positioning because we're still in the backside of the zone. If you look down here, we're almost pretty much halfway in, but we have this whole open area. This whole area down here is an open area where we have to traverse to the other side, right? And, you know, doing that without cover, especially at the end of the game like this, can get you killed for sure. So I was trying to call that out immediately. They spotted a team over here in the solar panels, so they wanted to engage again, and we start shooting them again right here. But yeah, we're starting to focus this team on the right, see if we can hold them from pushing over. Just trying to get as many shots on them as we can. They have really good positioning in terms of their cover. And as soon as we notice this PA, my team does fall off, luckily, but this puts us in a weird spot because now we can't jump off that top and immediately get over to this zone right over here. We could have literally hit that in one parachute, but now we, you know, have to go pretty slow and walk across.
Yep, got it down right now. We're moving far left, right? Yeah. We need to get across here. This is the zone.
So here we are trying to hug the outside of the zone here, just for the sense of getting to the actual zone. If we were trying to go right across, there's definitely those teams on our right and other ones pushing across. So we want as much distance as possible here to get into the zone. But now, once again, this is the exact moment where you do have to play pretty aggressive here, because if you wait and you get stuck, you're going to be held there for sure because you're on the outside of the zone. There you can see why the SCW is so good. That thing, it just drops. Drops super quick. So now we're in this final zone. You can see that the final zone is ending on combat training. This tends to be a very, very close range engagement area, maybe mid-range. So we're kind of pushing through. King Melik's playing really aggressive here, and I'm just trying to match that energy so that he doesn't actually get picked like any differently than us. So here I'm trying to push up and find people that are, you know, lurking in these buildings. My teammate called out that he got a hit there, so I was really thinking there was someone around here. So in there, I cracked that guy up, but I probably should have actually pulled out the KTS, but that's okay. Let him go for the time being, but he doesn't get us in the end. Just whiffing some shots there. Don't take advice from me.
In the trailer, in the trailer. In the trailer. I need yields on that.
240 right now.
Back here on 2 ping.
So I knew someone ran into that trailer, and that's very, very soft cover. So I was trying to call out some grenade launchers for my team. But we had teams behind us, so we immediately fall back to challenge this all together. So I pulled out my KTS there because I really wanted to go for some long range stuff. But they were really close, so I had to immediately switch to the SCW.
Yeah, that's the team that's coming up.
Armoring quick.
The other team was on 3 ping. They might be moving up right now.
I got a bag down
Get their
here.
plates. I need their plates.
So at this point, we only have 3 teams left.
Dropping 2.
So,
Yeah, 2 ping, 2 ping, first floor. 2 ping.
Watching it.
so I'm just listening to team comms, get recon on where they're at.
That wall. I'm about to mic in 2 seconds. I gotta reload.
Cracked him.
Got one
So
down.
there we got a pick on one of the teams, so that's really good. And then we took out that other guy on the other
In
team.
front of us at the connect.
I know. I hit
That guy was trying to hold a heady on me. Luckily, I also had one. Managed to pick him up about 70 damage.
Don't overextend. Let him in.
Melik and I are here pretty much, so.
I'm going with Melik.
Came out. He came out. He's here.
Yeah, he's on us.
He's here, right in front of you.
And now finally, we're just pushing this last team. I'm trying to use my cover. We get the little takedown, so we get the pre-fire on him. And I got the last kill there.
Damn, a 20.
I dropped 13. Melik dropped 20. And I think our other teammates got like 10 and 8 or 11 and 8. So 51 kill game overall. And you guys saw we were on that backside of the zone for a long time. So even in a game like this where you're not really in the best positioning, if you work as a team and you actually communicate on what's going on, you can still do pretty well. You can still drop W's, you can still get the wins. Obviously, hitting your shots is important, but honestly, the biggest thing I was trying to stress that whole game was positioning. And it was one of those things that, unfortunately, some people are a little more stubborn with listening to call-outs. So you might struggle if you kind of know where you should be and your team's not listening. Sometimes it can cause a disconnect. And that's where, like, team chemistry is obviously very important in this kind of thing. Some of those players that were on our team, we don't play with them every single day. So that obviously doesn't help. Jake is one of the guys, ECAJ86 in here, was one of the guys that I play with all the time. And him and I have a little bit better chemistry where we understand kind of what the callouts we're making are and like why we should do them, as opposed to like, doubting it or doing something else. We kind of just like listen to each other, bounce it off of each other. And that's what's going to ultimately help you get the W's in the end, guys. But anyways, guys, thanks for following along on this gameplay breakdown. This was a good W. We've definitely had higher kill games, but I wanted to break this one down specifically because we were in pretty bad positioning the whole time. Like, honestly, from the beginning of the game, we landed on the edge of the circle because our jump leader was in the bathroom, so we jumped pretty late, right? And then all the way through the game, we're pretty much running from the zone. But we were still able to drop 51 kills, get the W, and all of us had a great game. I think we all got about 400 RP for that game, so it was a really good ranked game and a lot of fun. So, yeah, just if you guys are looking for more tips and stuff like this or more full breakdowns, feel free to comment down below, like kind of what you want to see or if there's any specific builds you want me to break down and all that. I'm also going to toss my loadout here on the side for both of my guns. KTS is going to be here, SCW on this side, and then we'll just go from there, guys. But if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. Comment down below what. But if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. Helps me out a ton. Looking to build my channel, trying to get out there, show that the Battlefield 6 community is still alive and that the game is still alive and well. It's a fun game, of course. Everyone knows that plays it. There's definitely some bugs, not some perfect things, about it. But overall, my goal here is to provide an experience that's fun to watch, but also hopefully help you learn and do some good things in the game so it can make it more enjoyable for you.